Imagine you had a couple $1,000,000 stored in a microchip. To access and receive your millions, you need a password. But what if you forgot the password? What would happen to your millions? If you forgot your password, then you lose all your money. But what if we try to access the information and prove that the money present in that chip is ours? Small bit chips are present in all hardware wallets. The purpose of these chips is to store and protect your recovery seeds, your passwords, and other private information. Forgetting your password is like forgetting your winning lottery ticket. You have no other option. But what if we try to hack the chip and retrieve our information? Today we are dealing with such a complication and see if we find the other end of the tunnel. Hacking is very technical, and one wrong mistake can lead to a series of new problems. Hacking is basically telling the hardware to behave the exact opposite of what they are designed to. You want them to act according to you and misbehave. However, it has its own complications. Hacking hardware in an obvious way can lead to erasing the data in the chip as security, and that will be a wasted cost. But we are going to be very careful and find a way to solve this problem. Losing the password to the chip of your crypto wallet is the same as dropping thousands of dollars onto the street from your pockets. In both cases, you have to go and search for your cash. Today, we are going to do exactly that. But before we go into the technical part, let us understand the basics first. The first question that arises is, what actually is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is a decentralized digital currency that relies on a blockchain instead of any banks and financial institutions. While the strength of regular currency depends on banks and actual institutions, cryptocurrency is dependent on its cryptography. Cryptography can vary for different hardware, cryptocurrencies, and wallets, but it generally involves public key cryptography. Firstly, there's a private key that you have to keep to yourself as a sign to identify that is your wallet. Secondly, there is a public key which is based on the private key and is used to verify the transaction of the currency. Cryptocurrency uses blockchain, which is basically a record of transactions in digital currency and acts like a digital ledger. With each transaction, the ledger gets updated and it cannot be changed. And just like any other currency, cryptocurrency requires to be stored in a wallet. A wallet may be online. For example, in exchanges like Binance are dedicated hardware wallets which are more secured and preferred by more people. But like any other secure system, people also have a tendency to forget their passwords or pins to these wallets as well. The importance of hardware wallets lies in the fact that private key is stored in them, and without a password, hardware wallets cannot be accessed. A few common type of wallets are Ledger, Nano S, SafePal S1, Still Bitcoin wallets, and a couple more, but regardless of the wallet type, the methodology used is rather similar. While creating a wallet, you are given a recovery seed, which is a randomly generated string of letters that you must write down and store somewhere safe. Also, you create a PIN. And in that unfortunate case, you forget both of them. Here's the solution. The issue of losing passwords has been present for so long, whether it is a password of a Gmail account or of a cryptocurrency wallet that contains millions of dollars. The probability of forgetting your password is very high. The problem with hardware wallets is that if you enter an incorrect password too many times, the contents and information in the wallets erases, and it becomes impossible to recover it. There have been many instances of people losing millions of dollars just because they forget the password of their crypto wallet. In 2017, a guy named Mark had found 3 Bitcoins worth about $3,000 in actual currency. He forgot the PIN. He got his wallet hacked for a whopping $32,000, and this was in 2017, when cryptocurrency was not considered a valuable resource of currency. Another example is of a guy who had 7,500 Bitcoins worth about a total of $280 million, but he actually threw it out. And these are all famous examples. The point of this discussion is that it is fairly normal where people forget their passwords and end up losing a ton of money. In today's video, we will tackle this very important and tricky issue. Now that we have got the basics covered, let's move on to the actual stuff. Recovering a lost crypto wallet. A crypto wallet contains a private key and a public key, as we know by now. While the public key is visible to everyone on the blockchain ledger, the private key is only visible to the respective person, which is stored in the hardware wallet, So this method is all about accessing the private key and the data stored in the wallet. The method that you would use is a trial and error based procedure called fault injection. It is software based to cause misbehavior in the silicone chip to glitch past the security of your wallet, and if you get it right, you should be able to view the recovery seed and your PIN in the source code of your wallet. The glitch is only possible on power up, as when the wallet is powering up, the secret phase gets copied temporarily onto the RAM and you can get access to the RAM to see the secret data. Firstly, a few changes need to be made in the circuitry of your wallet. Make sure to follow the instructions carefully or you may end up erasing all the data inside the wallet. For that, gently open up the outer plastic housing with a prying tool without damaging any of the components inside. It will have a conformal coating on it which prevents further soldering onto the connections. To remove that, you would need a conformal coating removal pen or any other chemical that removes the coating. After you have removed the coating, you will need to desolder the capacitors on the circuit board, which will make the device more acceptable to hacking attacks. After the capacitors are removed, you will need to attach the external connectors in their place, which will connect to two devices, Phi Whisperer and Chip Whisperer, which I'll come to later in the video. In order for this attack to work, you need a bunch of different hardware. There's a security feature inside the microcontroller of your wallet that prevents us from reading the memory contents. The security mechanism only happens on the power-up of the wallet, so in order to attack, you need to power cycle your wallet for the trial and error method to work. So the first thing you need is a device called the Phi Whisperer, which is a hardware-based USB 2.0 monitor and trigger platform controlled by Python that you will use to turn the device on and off repeatedly. Make sure the glitch only happens when the device is powered on. So if the glitch doesn't work, the Phi Whisperer will turn the device off and on again until you have glitched the security. Secondly, you will need another device called the Chip Whisperer, which works in conjunction with the Phi Whisperer. The method mentioned earlier, called fault injection, will be possible with the Chip Whisperer, which will trick the system into thinking that we have access to it, while in reality, we don't. The attack that you will be using is called the fault injection, or the voltage glitch, which is used to put computing systems under high stress like high voltages, extreme temperatures, and electromagnetic pulses on electronic components. Electronic systems are designed to operate within specific parameters, and if you're able to glitch the device out of the normal parameters, you can get surprising results. Lastly, you'll need a attack software called Jupyter, which will run different glitches with the help of the Chip Whisperer to bypass the security. So start by connecting your wallet with the two devices and then connect the circuit to a computer using USB. Open the Jupyter software and start the Phi Whisperer to turn the wallet on and off. Run the built-in fault injection in Jupyter and it will trigger different glitches once every second. It has more than 10,000 glitches, so it may take an hour or a day depending on the level of security. Upon successful trigger of a glitch, you can set a catchphrase or alarm from the system that will let you know that the glitch has been exploited and the security has been bypassed. After it's all set up, you just have to wait and let the program process. FYI, don't forget to ground your wires. Once you know that you have defeated the security, you will hear your catchphrase and the chip enables debug mode. When debug mode is on, you can access the device memory and access other information. So in your wallet's case, you will be granted access to the wallet's RAM where you'll find that recovery seed and your PIN. So in this way, you can access the private information on any crypto wallets and recover your lost passwords. About 3 hours later, the glitch worked. Now, run the external program to extract and copy the RAM onto the CPU. Run the command and voila, your password, 12514, it's there. And that's all for this video. Like if you found this useful, subscribe for more information. Like this and I will see you guys next time with the next video. See ya.